Do you think you should pre-scalp? Do you think it's relevant to make sure that your Bermuda's taken care of as it starts to warm up? Well, if you do, on today's video, I'm going to do a short little update of my initial scalp that I just did. So let's jump to the back patio and talk a little bit about what we did this morning. Well, you may be asking yourself, why am I sitting outside covered in grass, beard full of grass? Well, if you're thinking about doing an early season or a pre-season scalp, that's what I just did. I took the grass down to 2 inches in the whole yard, and I want to walk you through why. I've got clover starting to come through, and you've got all these native grasses that might be starting to come through your Bermudagrass, and that is a good time when the temperature gets above 40, into the 40 to 50 range, or above 50, to go ahead and do a pre-scalp. Now, the whole reason people do pre-scalp is because you might want to spray for weeds. So for me, I've got clover coming up, I've got dollarweed coming up. I've got a couple different native grasses coming up through the Bermuda here. The Bermuda's still dormant, but I want to go ahead and kill off those grasses using a spray. So in order to do that, I pre-scalp the Bermuda. It's already dormant. It's not going to hurt it anyway. Then I'm going to come back as soon as the wind dies down and put a pre-emergent and a post-emergent spray down. The post-emergent spray is going to kill the clover, the dollarweed, some of the other weeds that are coming up. The pre-emergent's going to get in the soil, and it's going to cause the other weeds that might be coming not to germinate as the temperature gets in the 60s and 70s. Now, down here in Southeast Texas, we've already had some 70-degree days, so we need to get on it. But if you're up north, if you've got Bermudagrass in other areas in the Southeast, those are things that as temperatures hit 60, you're going to want to make sure you take care of. Now, the big thing with this is when you scalp, I don't clean up my clippings. Some people pick up their clippings, burn their clippings. Some people burn their whole lawn. But when you scalp, you're going to want to make sure that you come back rather quickly with your pre and post emergent sprays. What that's going to do is you're going to get that spray down before your Bermudagrass starts to come back. But when it comes out of dormancy, you're not going to want to spray that heavily because you can stall your Bermuda. When we get warm enough that the Bermuda starts to take off, I want it to be able to just go. I don't want it to be impeded by the sprays. We may have some fertilizer with a pre-emergent in it granularly down, but we're not going to have to worry about impeding the Bermuda with the spray. That said, let's take a look at the yard really quick. Let me turn y'all around here. Okay, so there you go. You can see I have taken it down to 2 inches all the way around. Was a little nasty around the pool there. It's kind of full of grass right now, but the filters will take care of that. And I'm sorry if you can hear the wind. It's incredibly windy out here today, which made it a great day to scalp because the clippings spread themselves out. I didn't have to worry about it. But that's what the yard looks like with the scalp. Let me take you up to the front yard and take a look at that. This is the side of the lawn, if you followed this channel for any period of time, that we call the test lawn. So we're going to be doing some work here, trying some different sprays. This is going to get a little bit of unique treatment. And on this side, the main front lawn, I'm going to be honest, this 2-inch scalp early on really made it look good. Made it look like, or at least to me, makes it look like we're going to have a really good year. Now, I do have to bring in about 3 tons of sand to get this all leveled, but I am really happy with the results of the first scalp. So we may do a second scalp. We're going to see how the spray affects the Bermuda taking off, and we may do a second scalp, aerate, and then fertilize, or we may just stick with this scalp and then fertilize and put some different sprays down or different granular fertilizers down that are going to help this take off. But that's later this week. But for now, I just wanted to give you all that quick little update. The yard behind me, like I said earlier, if you followed this channel for any period of time, you saw when we first bought this house, when we built this house, we had some major issues with this front lawn, and it has come so far in the past year and a half. That is so wobbly. And it's come so far in this past year and a half that I'm currently happy with it. I hope you'll continue to follow or keep watching the channel. We're going to have some awesome, that wind's brutal. We're going to have some awesome yard updates this year. I wish I could have got more footage of more footage of when I scalped her. But Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.